and future seas, whose ears have heard the holy word that walked amongst the ancient trees, calling the lapsed soul and weeping in the evening dew, that might control the starry pole and fallen light renew. O earth, return, arise out of the dewy grass. Night has worn and the morn rises from the slumberous mass. Turn away no more, while wilt thou turn away? The starry floor, the watery shore, is given thee to the break of day. Good to be with you, it is I, your spiritual entertainer, nothing more, nothing less, here with you once again to provide only the finest in spiritual entertainment for you. Having conversations with you is what I do from a spiritual perspective. And look who is here already. We have our servant of Anubis, Vixen, and the gilded goblet. Good to have you here, our friend. And I see Raven is Redeemed is his name. Our good friend Jonathan, good to have you here. Look at your history, you say. You see now I only love now always. So you are always here on your Bard's channel, right? Always making your presence known. Thank you for doing that. I do appreciate that. I do appreciate all of the commitment and support that I have from the good people that are here, that meet with me, that have conversation. And last night we had a good time right out at the Grove. We watched the sun set. It was beautiful. It's starting to get warm here in Florida. The swamp is returning. I got bit. I don't know if you could see it here. I got bit on the hand yesterday by a swamp fly. You see that little red mark there? Yeah, the swamp flies, they don't mess around. So I'm gonna have to go. Now I have a mosquito net that I wear when I'm out there that keeps the flies at bay, but I can't wear that during a broadcast because that would look weird. So I'm trying to find solutions to deal with the bugs that are in the swamp, and I'm probably going to go with candles. Incense didn't work. Maybe a candle would be a stronger scent to repel these creatures. But they're coming back. The trees are getting green. Those final leaves on the oak tree that are dead are falling off onto the ground out where I am in my grove. Everything's returning. Spring is coming back. We saw some interesting sights yesterday as we were leaving. I thought when I was walking out, I thought I was seeing flowers, like blackened flowers or blackberries or something on some plants. And it turned out to be the grasshopper broods that are, being born. Thousands and thousands of grasshoppers being born in the swamp. And they get to be quite large, the grasshoppers here in Florida. It's like a plague sometimes happens. Every other couple of years, we have these different explosions. One year it was frogs. One year it was snails. I mean, these are all out on my porch. Then one year it was grasshoppers. And then there was some other critter. I forget what it was. The love bugs. Those are things that you see here every year in Florida. They get all over your windshield as you're driving. It's kind of romantic. You have this bug that is born only to breed and to die again. Think about that, right? Just that brief moment of time. It comes alive to breed and die. I mean, there's something romantic about that, right? The memory continues on through these creatures, right? The high priestess of the orchard is here, Gwendolyn. Good to see you, Aes Sedai. And our good friend Super Scott is here. Good to see you, Super Scott, for your spiritual entertainment in the morning. Always nice to see you. Go ahead, if you are here, go up and give that a touch on your screen. You see the thumb there? Give it a touchy. Or if you're on your computer, go down to the like button. As I want to talk to you, and by touching that, you bring people here so that I can touch with the spiritual entertainment Nothing more, nothing less. Got the Owen symbol here in the background today for your entertainment privilege. A beautiful, beautiful symbol. Yeah, symbols are wonderful, aren't they? When they the way that they convey meaning to us. The Galactic Alliance has arrived. Good to see you, Ravens the Redeemed. Good to have you here. Shiny rock goblins here in our midst, trying to steal all our gold pieces, whatever we have left. Good, our friend the Gilded Goblin. Now, I took gilded in a different word. Something you do to stop donkeys from, breeding. Spoken like a true Freemason. Well, I love our lodge friends. I am not a member of a lodge, sir. Bob. I love my Freemason friends that come on here. We have, in our community, we have Freemasons. They are wonderful people, very patriotic, very into helping the world to be a better place. Some of these Masons, they are very good. That's gelding. Yeah, I know. I got it the other way, right? Fiona, you are back again. Yes, I am. I am here every day for your purpose of entertainment, our Irish friend Fiona. How is the farm today? What's going on the farm? Your animals, what are they doing? Springtime is here. Now you have chickens, you have cows. What else do you have, Fiona, on your farm? Yeah, we have a mason. He is cool. Yeah. Let's see. Please don't geld you. Yeah, we sometimes goblins need it. The goblin populations across Faerun are just getting out of hand. These goblins, that they're. If you ever go onto a goblin's den, I mean, the breeding. It's like their breeding chamber and toilet are in the same room. Quite filthy creatures, the goblins, right? Oh, let's see here. Morning. You bet it's cold as F where you are from. No, it is not. It was 80 something degrees yesterday. I live down here by the equator, right in the central Florida. So that is where I hail from. You promise you won't steal our gold here? That's all right. I don't. Whatever you need, right? I am here to give to you. Take what you need from the bard here. Not a lot of waiting for the weather to clear, as the ground is too wet for spreading slurry. What is a slurry? Is that an Irish term? Slurry. Yeah. What are your animals doing there at your farm, Fiona? They're supposed to go back to the builders of the first temple in Jerusalem. You think that's what they say, right? Yeah, they have their own mythology. Now, is that historically true? Probably not. But it's a nice mythology, right, to associate with the original builders of the temple. There's no way to prove that historically, but it's a nice mythology. What does my background symbol mean? It is the symbol of the owl. This is the symbol of modern druidry. Now, the rays of light here, the phases of the sun, phases of the moon, it has different expression amongst druid folk. Life, death, rebirth, mother, father, child. I mean, there's all these trinities that you can come up with. But by itself, it just means the owl, the symbol of modern druidry, the flowing spirit, the spirit of inspiration, right? Ceridwen's domain, the owl. It's going to be 65 again today. Finally, skirt weather. It is skirt weather out there, or kilt weather over in New York there. Things are warming up, right? I would like it if it was 65. I could use a little bit more cold. I'm hoping for one last hurrah of the winter, but it might not happen. I mean, it's pretty warm today. I can only imagine. It looks like aliens are shooting beams down to the earth. Yeah, could mean aliens. Ceridwen might be an alien. Yeah. The cattle in the shed still, as the ground is too wet. They will go out to fresh grass soon when it will be calving season. But you don't get involved with that. You are What is your role in the farm there? Now, does your husband deal with all of the farming business, or do you have like helpers that come work on your farm? Do you run them out to do errands and stuff as a typical union representative? Uh, let's see here. Slurry is poop water, right? Oh my. It's fertilizer. Yeah, fertilizer. All of the mixture of the dung and the melting snow together provides the best type of fertilizer for the growing of the crops or the grasses or things, right? Now, do you grow crops? Do you grow crops, or are you just into the animals, Fiona? You forgot we have a storm coming. It's starting to place. We have the storm coming down here in Florida, is what you're saying. Let me take a look at the weather here. What does it say here? 80s. It's going to be 80s all week. All week 80s. I don't. Maybe down there in Miami. But next week, all right, next Tuesday, it's going to be last cold. We're going to be back down in the 60s. So that's good. We're going to have one last hurrah here in Florida next week. So I'm looking forward to that. Oh, let me fix my chat button here. Live chat only. That's what I want. Let's see here. Where am I at here? Oh, scroll here. Yeah. Scrolling through here. Oh, you absolutely, yes. Please don't gild you. I read that already. Here we are. The farms around you, spray it once the ground thaws. It smells wonderful. I bet it does, right? I bet it does. Some spread pig slurry. It's terrible. Oh, man. Yes, same out where I am in the countryside, Gwendolyn. People are out spraying the dung spray, helping getting the grounds ready for growth again. Ancient tradition, your turds have value, right? The humans are supposed to have the best kind of fertilizer, is what I'm told. I mean, did you watch the Matt Damon Martian movie, right? He is trapped on Mars. And what does he do to start his own garden? He uses his own crap into the Martian soil, right? To have, the best kind of plant life growing for himself so he could survive, right? It's where our food comes from. Silver linings, yeah. Yeah. We often don't think of the value of our crap, right? That it has immense value for the ground. That is the reality of it. I was reminded of that when I saw the life of the water buffalo. The water buffalo, the hippo as it is called, it has, like, when it goes into the waters, it has a whole following of fish, because when it takes a dump in the waters, all of these fish, they follow and eat it all, right? You don't see the value in it. I mean, because it smells, it's terrible. You're not supposed to have a fascination with it. But it's very natural and wonderful for of recycling. Creating a proper ecology. You got to go clean your kitchen. Have a great day. Take care, Fiona. Take care. The Martian was an excellent book too. You love the author. Yeah. I really like Matt Damon. He's a really good actor. I think I've watched everything that he's ever done, going all the way back. What was he in? The one with Robin Williams. That was a classic one with the books. I mean, he was kind of like was he in that one? No, he was in a lot of like young adult movies, right? He's a wonderful actor, Matt Damon. I really enjoy all of his movies. And he got a role in Star Wars, didn't he? He also got a chance to be in Star Wars, the newer ones. Yeah, he's a really good actor. Him and his buddy, Ben Affleck. They are really good actors. I think I've watched everything that they have done. They are wonderful human beings. Father, I wanted to thank you. I mentioned this in a little, but love for your setting me on the path, because I was depressed, specifically health, and realized our false teacher bullshit. Well, I'm glad that I was helpful to inspire you. Now inspire other people, with your struggles, right? You're struggling, right? You're in a place where there are other people that are struggling with physical health, right? You are in a place that many people, there's not a lot of happiness, right? With people who suffer from extreme physical disabilities, right? Sometimes there's a lot of hopelessness there, that people give up. They're like, I just want to die. Don't develop that mentality. You choosing to have joy in the midst of your suffering, to see life as value, to see purpose in life, that, dispels the despair of other people, the darkness of other people that they're going through. One person having hope in these extreme circumstances brings light. In a lot of these places, a lot of people who suffer, we're out there, right? I know that there are people who suffer much extreme things in life. People like with fibromyalgia, right? There doesn't seem to be a lot of hope, right? But there is. When you choose to endure that, to say that things will be better, right? You can do that, Raven's Hand. You can do that. You can bring hope into this world through, enduring your experience. I often think of some of the darkest places that I've been to are old folks' homes. Just walking into, when I was a Christian minister, walking into these places, it was terrible. The feeling of despair, it was so strong in these, just like you could cut it with a butter knife. I mean, that's how thick, just walking into these places and trying to encourage these people that they're in a place of hopelessness. A lot of them, they feel abandoned by their families, and they just want to die. To teach people that they still have purpose and meaning in this world, even when everyone and everything says you don't. That is powerful. If you can teach someone in these extreme circumstances to have value and purpose, they have the most powerful voice in the world. Even though many people might not hear it, their presence, their memory, their experience continues to speak. And that's very important, to learn that about yourself, that you have great power, that you have great potential to bring light into this world. Where am I at here? Let's see here. You find this community in love. Thank you. Thank you. I'm glad that you're here with us. We do want to get you on Discord. If you ever want to be on Discord, Raven's Hand. We can get you on there. Tell Gwendolyn, she'll get you on there. You've been here since the beginning, right? Goodwill Hunting. That's with Rob. Yeah, that's the one I was thinking of. Yeah. Where he is. There's another one where he's done so many good movies, right? We bought a zoo. That was a good one too. Yeah. He's a wonderful actor, right? All of these. He's very creative, right? These action movies and then these comedy movies, right? He's a very talented individual. That's why you want to be buried when you pass. Breathe new life on the earth. Yeah, out of your death. Yeah, I would love. Me and my wife we're not ready to die yet. That's right around the corner. But I want to get the sustainable death where you get a tree buried on top of you. I want to do that. I want an oak tree buried on my corpse. That is the plan. Now that's quite expensive, and you have to go out of state for that. I'm hoping to find the possibility of doing it locally. I want to be able to do that. Yeah, I don't want formaldehyde in my body. I want a natural coffin made out of wood. I want to die naturally. I don't want to get all that shit pumped into me. I want to be able to rot like my ancestors, in a natural way. And it's possible, the idea of, you find this in like the Christian mythology and in some other religions, that there are people that they don't rot. They continue on, they endure. Some of them smell like flowers, right? The mythology of resurrection, I think, is a very real one. And the idea of, this idea of coming back over and over again, of reincarnation, I think there comes a point when it gets more sustainable in terms of the return. The idea of resurrection is a very real mythology that I exercise hope in. And when you bury your body, that is a way to express that as well. Yeah, Goodwill Hunting, that was the one. Yeah. Let's see here. You would like to be buried in a tree pod? Let your atoms become part of the tulip popular. That's your favorite tree, is the tulip popular. You can't walk, diabetes and mental health. I've been coming up with ideas to go out, help. Funny, you confirmed it. Yeah, that's what the bard does, right? The bard is a way to link you up with the inner reality, right? That's a beautiful idea. Yeah, you're welcome. Mama Dingo is here. Good to see you, Mama Dingo. Are you from Australia? The dingo is a wonderful animal, right? That is native to your land, right? American Maker, my neighbor is here. American Maker, good to see you. A slow glimmer of hope is a lot like a candle flame. It can light up the darkest of places. Yeah. You are literally confirming my thoughts. This is a connection. The divine, that's where you're headed. Look at that. You see, a lot of the bard sometimes leads people, right? Some of my ancestors, the bards of old, they wrote prophetic things down. The bard was a prophet. A bard was the one who inspires. The bard was the one that connects you to the divine. Yeah, that's all in the history of the bardic tradition, right? The habitual three is here. The Holy Trinity. Good to have you here. If you still have grandparents, you speak to go call them. Yeah. Yeah. I try to always keep connection. I have one patriarch left in the family. That is my grandmother. And she's 90 something years old. She's getting up there. She'll probably make it to 100. She's falling apart because she is old, but she was in excellent condition for a while. She was in the Olympics. I mean, she's an athlete. Very, very well endured her humanity. Because you're disabled to walk far, I've met them. Well, you don't have to walk, right? You don't have to talk. You just have to be who you are. Exercise hope. Even if people don't hear your voice, you still have a voice in this world. And that it changes the atmosphere. Your voice changes the environment, your experience of your humanity. You don't have to speak. You just have to be. And that, in that state of hope, in that state of believing in the good, believing in truth, you make a difference in this world, even if you're not saying anything. That's how powerful our humanity is. Now think about that from a quantum physics angle. You have the power to make particles appear. Just you. Nobody else. Just you. Now think about that in terms of your exercising this hope that things are going to be okay. That changes the world. There's a saying, right, that prayer changes things, that hope changes things. And that is, I believe, a real truth in the world that we live in. Even if nobody hears it, even if nobody sees it, you using your willpower brings difference in the world today. So keep doing that, my friends. Keep exercising that hope. Keep exercising that truth in your life. Now, if you are enjoying what I'm doing here, go up and give that a touch. Like and subscribe, my friends. Yeah, there is no coincidences. I don't believe in them. I'm open to the possibility, obviously. There are events in our life that happen, random patterns, irrational numbers, these things happen. But there's a lot of events in our life that are ordered, that are meant to be, the synchronicity, right? There are always beings, I believe, that are working in the background. And this is a great mystery because our science tells us that there is no future, right? Future, it comes out of the moment. But in that mystery of future, there is probability. And there are beings that know the math. They know the probability. We don't know the math. We can guess, we can articulate, like for there are people that, they're experts at winning the lotto, right? Because they know the math. They know the probability. And that is a great mystery because me and my wife were talking about this recently because we've had events with spiritual beings that have told us the future. One story me and my wife were talking about was my wife hears a lot from entities. I don't as much as she does. When my daughter was born, it had been a few years since we were able to have another child. My second child was born 5 years after my first. And, my wife back then, she was like, praying and asking for help to have a child again. And she heard the voice of the divine say, couple more years, you're going to have one. And we had one. How is that possible, right? Because the future is not, the probability was there. The signs were there that didn't interfere with our freedom of will because we could have contradicted that. That is a great mystery. The future, there are all these beings in the background that are working with us to have a good life. Our ancestors, right? People that we would call saints, people that we would call gods. There are all these beings in the background working and fighting for your best outcome. We are never alone. I have no doubt of that. I have no fear that I am alone. It never is on the table, right? Now, when shit happens, I have to remind myself of that it's going to be okay, that I'm never alone. And you are not alone. Things are going to be okay. It might be shitty now, but that's not, the shit doesn't have the last story. Just think about real shit. We were talking about farming in the beginning, right? What happens to shit? What happens to shit? Think about that. It becomes something wonderful, right? It becomes fertilizer for a new life, a new beginning. Not even our, physical shit is wasted. How much more the events of our life that were meant to bring us down, to destroy us, to allow us to be weakened, right? It does not have the last word. Your turd does not have the last word. Turd is the word. Who else can spin a spiritual philosophy out of a dung heap? Only the bard has the power to do that. No other people can do that to you. I alone possess this ability to make your shit smell wonderful. Good morning, the brainless one, our Slavic pagan friend. Good to have you here for your spiritual entertainment. Right. Let's see. You go through the email, send you my number. We'll go from there. Okay. Yeah. I don't do phone calls. The only way I communicate through people is the Discord. If you have the Discord app, we can work with that. But I try not to give out personal information with people. Not that you're bad, but my wife, she is the manager of the program here, and she says no personal information. And that's understandable because sometimes, I'm not saying you're a lunatic, but we have all seen lunacy on here with some of our people that come on our show. They're like, they seem normal for a while, and then they lose their damn minds. We've had to kick people off of our server. I mean, the irrational behavior sneaks out. But I believe that you're a well-rounded individual, but you really don't know people on here, right? So my wife says, nope, you can't do that. She won't even let me pick up hitchhikers. Let's see. You got my ketamine? Meet you at the spot behind 7-Eleven. We're going to do grinder and ketamine today. Thank you. Yeah. Why not to see? We were talking about our Masonic brothers here, and here he is. Oh, why not? Good to see you. Whatever it would be, I will go and honor you. Thank you. Let's see. Top of the morning, everyone. Bruce Bowling. It's always nice to hear from you, Bruce. Always good that you show your face here. If you are here, go up and touch. You see that where my finger is, right above the Owen. Right there. That thumb. That is where it's at. Where it's at, we got 2 turntables, microphones, and thumbs up. There it is, right there, right? Let's see here. Monks have done it. You want to fight for a better earth, not let it burn mentality here. Yeah, it's unhealthy. Sometimes we say screw it, and we give in, right? It is real easy to give in to despair. It doesn't take any work, right? It does all the work for you, right? But then it'll destroy you. Don't let despair have the last word. You know, one of the greatest messages about the defeat of despair is in Christianity. The cross, right? The cross is supposed to be the last word. The cross is supposed to be a humiliation. The cross is supposed to be a defeat, right? But what does the Christ do? He changes it. He makes it the greatest victory in the world. Now think about that. You can do the same with your suffering, with the things that are meant to destroy you. You can change them around. I draw greatness from my most difficult times in my life. I draw greatness from things that were meant to destroy me, from people who are meant to destroy me. I can go to my enemies now who were to destroy me and look them in the face and give them a hug. They are flabbergasted, right? You have the power to defeat evil. The evil that was meant to destroy you, you can change it. Your suffering does not have to be wasted. And that's what Christianity can teach you. See, there's a lot of good things in Christianity that I have taken with me as a heathen. Yeah. Please don't be embalmed. Embalming fluid is full of carcinogens and terrible for the soil. Yeah, I did not know that. Yeah. I am against it. I think it is in titanium coffins. I'm like, what the hell is that supposed to do? Why do you want a titanium coffin? That doesn't do anything. Who are you trying to impress? Someone's going to dig your ass up, and you're still going to be rotten. I mean, really. I think that should be, something on the table for people who are environmentalists. You don't hear that conversation, right? I think. Thank you, Gwendolyn, for. I think that is a voice I want to speak on, right? Getting rid of unnatural dying. Putting formaldehyde in your body, getting a titanium coffin. Get a natural coffin. Die naturally. Integrate into the earth. That is your destiny. You can't avoid it. Thousands of years from now, your titanium coffin is going to start breaking down at some point. Parts of it, the rot will get in there. The lady of rot, right? Who is that? The Kalich. She will get in there. You cannot fight it. Time is on her side. Stop this nonsense of of dying, uh, where you're destroying the world at the same time. I mean, all of that formaldehyde, all of those coffins that you get are ridiculous. Who talks you into this shit? Right? Where does these ideas come from? They are terrible. Don't do it. Don't do it. Die naturally. This is a conversation that needs to be had because we have these graveyards that are destroying the world. I mean, you're dying now. You're taking everything with you, right? You're destroying every. This is a conversation that needs to be had about the world that we live in, about honoring it. Die naturally. Don't get formaldehyde. Don't get a titanium coffin. Get a natural pine box, like your ancestors, right? There's nothing to prove here. I mean, the way that, our people that take care of our dying, they have ways to allow you to be. One of the things that people are afraid of is the stench, right? There's ways to deal with that. There's natural ways to deal with that in your coffin, right? If you want to have an open casket, you've been, a couple weeks old now, the funeral is going on. There are natural ways to deal with that. Stop this nonsense of unnatural death. You are hurting the environment. You are hurting the earth. You are missing out. When you are choosing to not rot, you are missing out on a spiritual experience. You're not separated from your body, even when you're dying. The body still belongs to you. How can I prove that? Look in these traditions where the body does not rot, like in Christianity, or there are some Hindus and Muslim bodies that are incorrupted, right? They continue on after death. You are cheating that reality if that is your destiny. Die naturally. Do not do this nonsense. If you put it in your wills, if you are old, let your relatives know that you want to have a wholesome death. You want to have a real spiritual experience. You are limiting your spiritual experience, right? All right. Let's see here. Yeah, there's something to be said also with cremation. Cremation is a good thing, right? When it's done right. But a bad example of what cremation is doing in India, for instance, it's polluting a sacred river. There has to be a better way of dealing with your cremains without, they're just dumping all the ashes in there and all the leftover body parts into the Ganges, right? There's a better way to deal with your cremains than to cause pollution with them. I mean, think about that. There's different ways to honor that transition. If my Hindu friends, look what's going on. That we have to clean that up. Sir Flame Drop is here. Good to see you. The Sir Flame Drop, the jeweler. Good to have you here. And our good friend Yo Maple is here. We were talking about the dangers of moose last night, right? How these moose, they get 2,000 pounds. The destruction that the moose has, right? Quite a ferocious creature, right? That it can defeat bears. That's how powerful moose are. You got this on your T-shirt? Oh my. Oh, let's see. You are being cremated, Vixen? Yeah. Bard is a leader. Shit, where did that go? Oh, where are we at here? Scrolling through. Where did I fell behind. I fell behind. A leader and a guider in the eyes so far. Well, I'm glad I'm here for you. And, I'm on the same journey you are. I'm just sharing my experiences, right? I'm a mouthpiece for the memory of the ancestors. That is all that I am. I am a thoroughly flawed individual, just doing my best, sharing stories, right? Live by acetone, die by the acetone. What a good philosophy. Yeah, don't drink ethanol today. That's good advice. You've been suffering with wrist and leg pain for a couple of years now. You're not giving up. When a person gives up, that things go downhill fast. Pushing forward, you can overcome anything. Yeah, yeah. I suffer American maker with chronic arthritis. I have it throughout my back and my right knee. It's difficult, but drugs are very helpful. Marijuana is very helpful in dealing with the pain. Let's see here. Wait, I understand. Let's see here. That's what you do when you play your instrument. You pray and you meditate. Wonderful. It was cheaper, and since your family's plot is already full, your ashes will be spread in a peace garden. That's very nice. Yeah, what instruments do you play? Yeah. Let's see here. Everdios, good to see you again. Hope you're doing well. Good to have you here. You play the sax and flutes? Oh, that's very interesting. Harmonica, very nice. It's on your channel, but you don't like coming here and seeing a like. Yeah, well, I don't mind expressing other friends' channels here. It doesn't hurt me. Go ahead and talk about your channel. Doesn't hurt me at all. If I don't mind helping other people advance their YouTube agendas. I mean, I enjoy helping people. So feel free to mention your channel here. It doesn't bother me. Let's see. Your respect and love for the Bard. I'm glad to hear. Yeah, there really isn't any competition. On YouTube. My channel is quite successful. I had almost 2,000 subs last week. I'm doing quite well this week. I hit what was it? 20K on Saturday. Now I'm at 21. I mean, we are doing. There's no competition here. I want to help people. So if you have a channel you like to mention, go ahead. I might not support it. Some of the things that people are into here, I just don't have an interest for, or might be not something I want to support. But if anyone can mention anything here. Facts, Father. The awesome. Let's see here. The worst people always find a friend in God. Well, that's the idea of being worst. You might have done terrible things in your life, but that doesn't define you. We all belong to the divine. So looking at God as a crutch for people, I think that is inappropriate. What we do does not define us. It does. What we are defines us. We belong to the divine. And sometimes we make terrible choices, but that does not have to be the end of our story. We can say no more. I want to go on the path of making a difference in this world. All of the evil that you might have done in the world can be swallowed up in just one good deed. That one good deed will change the direction of the world. Think about that. All of those evil deeds that you have done, they will not last. The fruit of them, the karma from them, it will not last. But the one good deed that you are capable of doing, that will last forever. Think about that. One good deed. That is all it takes, right? Let's see here. We have always been with the divine. That's right. That's right. You said before D&D, you do phone calls. Yeah, I do Discord calls is what I do. I don't give out my phone number to people. You'll be expecting a third poem. Oh my, on poetry night. Yeah, that's something that's coming up, right? We're getting together. The evenings work best for me, except Friday evening. It'd probably best during a weekday evening, Monday through Thursday would be, I think, ideal. But we'll work that out. we're having a community poetry night, and people can bring their own poems for this, or other poems of other poets, just to share. When I was younger, I enjoyed going to poetry nights at coffee houses. I haven't been able to do that. We live in a new world, and where I live, there's not that atmosphere. So I thought Gwendolyn is leading the charge here on our community poetry night that we will have in the future on Discord, and I'll record it. We'll share it with the world. It'll be a lot of fun. You don't have to show your face. I will show my face. Discord is optional face, but your voice will be needed in order to be able to hear that. Now, if you have a poem that you are too shy to share, someone else will share it for you. Just send it to Gwendolyn or someone else that is doing it. No problem, right? Now, we've had poetry on here that we've done a few nights, just me and you, and the people here, and I've read your poetry. Yeah, so there's no problem with that. Yeah, we've never been separated from the source. Let's see here. When you have alienated physical beings, you have imaginary friends. TW here is an unfortunate atheist fundamentalist. And when he left Christianity, he took his fundamentalism with him, always having to prove the imaginary friends. Why are you so insecure that you feel the need to do this? Who gives a shit what people believe in? Why do you feel that you have to annoy people with your lack of accepting their point of view? Who cares? If they're not hurting you, if they believe in the Easter Bunny, who gives a shit? Fundamentalism is a terrible, terrible mentality that is present everywhere. It doesn't matter if you're atheist or pagan or a Christian or a Muslim. Fundamentalism has a universal face. It's a mental disease. And people like this, they are prime examples of this, going on a religious channel and whining about imaginary friends. Get a life. See, you give me a block if you want. No, I'm not going to block you. I just don't do phone calls. Inquisitor Bacon is here. Good to see you. You want to do D&D? Yeah. Well, that's the problem with my D&D game. You need to be, you have to have Discord. You have to be able to show your face. You have to be able to articulate English properly. That's very important because you are in a dynamic. I know that there are people with disabilities, but that's not the kind of game that I have for disabled people. So it's very important that you're able to articulate the English language, that you show your face. And we just got a new player in our game as well that's going to be joining us on Fridays. Let's see here. You can email each other Discord usernames. Yeah. Email your Discord username. That's all it takes, and we'll get you on there. Yeah, why not some Mason? Yeah. Katerina, good to see you. Good to see you. Good to have you here. The last word has been babbling on. Well, you don't have to be here, TW. You're a jackass. I mean, you don't have to be here. Go find a Christian channel and whine about why you don't believe in God. No one gives a shit here about your atheism. You're an embarrassment to the atheists that are here. They're like, why do they still do this? I mean, we're wondering why. You're working so much you don't have time for despair. Yeah, keeping your mind busy, right? Large corporations are the ones who truly rape our Mother Earth. That's right. And the funeral plot salesman sometimes. I didn't see that. You're working right now. You're casting half an eye in the chat. Look at that. Sir Flame Drop the jeweler. You don't own a private jet and you're doing right. Let's see. Blessings to you as well, Line. Good to have you here. P-1551 Mustang. Oh my. We should return to the earth. Yeah. Yeah, we should always be trying, like we can't help some of the technology that we use to have a more civilized experience of the world, right? But some of our technologies, we should be seeking greater sustainability. Like with AI, for instance, there are already people creating AI services that are more sustainable. I saw one on the Druidry website. There's a person that uses a more sustainable form of AI because the amount of resources to manage in artificial intelligence is ridiculous. But should we not use it? No, use it, but try to seek more sustainable forms of using our technologies. Like eventually, we need to get rid of the electric car. I mean, that's terrible. The same thing with the gas, right? I think the gas car is more sustainable for the environment than the electric one right now. The electric one is terrible for the environment, but the future it should we not we should make them, but keep the greater door open, like the batteries that we use in our cell phone. Should we not use? We should use the cell phone, but we should be trying to advance a more sustainable form of existence. And this has been the process since the beginning of time, right? Like we used to use coal powered power plants. Well, we still have some of them, but we should learn not to use that anymore. For the time, it is necessary, right? But so I'm not against using things, but we should learn to move forward and finding, more sustainable forms of trying to exist in the world, right? We should be seeking that. Yeah, we can't help using our technologies. We can't help using some of the things, even though they come at a cost. But we should always be moving forward, in trying to have a better form of sufficiency in our humanity. People are really afraid of having their body decay for some reason. Yeah, with all of this ridiculousness with titanium coffins and things. I've never really thought deep about this until you mentioned it, right? That it is harmful for our environment. You want to get cremated, speed up the decaying process, and have your ashes spread somewhere special. Yeah. Let's see here. You've got solar panels. Yeah, even solar panels. I mean, some of those are terrible for the environment, but eventually we should get something better, right? We should always be working towards better. Now, people like to bitch and whine about what's there. It's recognizing that they're not separated from what is there. Is more appropriate and say, well, I want to come up with better solutions to move forward. Yes, I took my private jet here, but one day I don't want to be able to use my private jet. I had to use it because that was the best option for me to go to the UN Council meeting, right? Well, who did that? Was it was it Greta um, or some other celebrity? You blame Lady Gaga for titanium coffins. Oh, yeah. Yes, I don't think a lot of people think about it. I mean, I didn't. I didn't think about it. I was always pro natural, but I never thought about the cost to the environment with all of this garbage that we're putting into the earth with our formaldehyde filled bodies, right? Now, if you have a relative that has done this, there's nothing you can do about it. But what you can do is ask yourself why you want to do these things and what would be the best option. Because you're not separated from your dying body. When you're dying, that's still you. And there's a natural way to experience death. You're avoiding it by putting yourself in a chemical cocoon, right? There's no reason to do that. Um, if you want to survive longer, become a mummy. A mummy. Mummification is your answer. Let's see here. You tried to explain that to your wife that I want to be cremated and mixed into the chili at your wake, but she won't let you do that. Or yeah, be put in a reefer. Yeah. Uh, did you know, legally speaking, if you are buried in a cemetery in the United States, you are given that plot of land into eternity, finite land, infinite bodies. Uh, it does the math. Let's see. Don't try to make your body grave last for eternity. Yeah. Um, let's see here. Yeah, I might want to build a house where you're buried, right? You've always wanted a fruit tree planted where you are laid to rest, token pirate. Yeah, that's what I'd like to do. Yeah, me and my wife have talked about that. Like, we saw a service that buries trees on you. It gives you a natural burial. That is something I'd like to do, but something local. I don't want to go to another state to do that. Death is not the end. Some of us will keep going long after. Yeah, yeah. Everyone has different opinions on it, right? You know, whatever you believe about it, your atoms continue on, right? Um, whatever environmental things are connected to your rotting corpse, they benefit from that. You continue on. You continue on in some way. You're getting a tooth pulled. Oh, shit. Yeah, I hate that. I always hate when I have to get things done to my mouth. It's terrible. Ceremonial pond is still an option. Yeah. Oh, man. Yeah, just a tad bit behind, but I try to respond to all, your comments. Go up there and give that a touch. The thumbs up, like and subscribe. I do this every day for your entertainment privilege. I am here. Your bard is always here for you. And consider becoming a community member and support what I do. I do this for a living, and there's a join button over there. You get all kinds of perks being a community member. One of them is Discord. You get to become into the greater conversations that we have here on this channel. There's always something to talk about on there. We have people from all different experiences. Oh, let's see here. Where are we at? Scrolling through here. Yeah, good to see you, Token Pirate. Liquid cremation is smokeless and much better than flame cremation. Interesting. I didn't know that was an option. Yeah. It sounds icky. They melt you. So that gets kind of spooky. Yeah. You want to feed your body to vultures and bees? They are stingless bees that turn corpses into meat, honey. Very interesting. I did not know that. That is very interesting. Syrups swallower. Yeah, good to have you here. It's hard to believe, but it's true. A moose can fight a grizzly. Yeah. Let's see here. I don't like the high from marijuana, though. It does kill the pain, but I just don't like the way I feel afterwards. Yeah. You might want to try Delta 8 or Delta 9. It is much different than smoking a joint, especially Delta 8. That's more derivatives from CBD oil, and it does give you a state of relaxation. It kind of cuts the edge off. I've had great ability to sleep well at night because I use Delta 8 to sleep. I don't toss and turn as much. I sleep mostly through the night. It is very helpful for pain management. Delta 8. Now, you can get that at some places here, in Florida. I order it. Yeah, I have it delivered from this place in Colorado. And unfortunately, because I haven't heard the bills being overturned yet, but in November, you're no longer going to be able to purchase it. So get it while you can. I'm stocking up. At the beginning of the month, I buy several canisters of it to last me the next couple of years. Let's see here. Where are we at here? Double tap that screen, like and subscribe, become a channel member, get access to our Discord and OnlyFans. I don't have a channel based on my comedy at the moment, but I do want to share my knowledge on building and creating things. Just basic materials can inspire creativities. Yeah, those a lot of people enjoy watching people make stuff on YouTube, and that'd be a great thing to people if you make stuff. People enjoy watching that. There's a big demand for that. I see on YouTube. Only Bard's page, yes. You wrote lyrics for a song. You used AI to help you generate the music for it. Finally got to put it on your channel. Wonderful. Yeah, that's beautiful when people are able to use AI to boost their own creativity. Yeah, we are the cult of the Bardians. This is your channel, then, Father. It's well. Yeah, I know you have many different incarnations. Raven's Hand. Jonathan is your real name, right? You don't really like the all of the evil can be taken away, but one good deed is necessary. All of the evil can be taken away. Well, there's a memory, there's consequences for the things you have done. But in terms of the evil lasting, it does not last. What is good does last. You can't like you still deal with your guilt. You still deal with the social reality of the consequences of your past choices. You carry that with you. There's nothing you can undo that. But that does not last. That can be healed through reincarnation or whatever, right? But the one good thing that you do that lasts. There's nothing that can undo that. Let's see, yeah, look at that. You do believe everyone can change, though, yeah. Let's see. You love poetry. You have secret poetry. Media separate from this. Oh, secret poetry. You show in your life appointments and play. Good. You think you'll do banquet with King for poetry night? Oh, that'll be fun. That would be fun. You made know of the both channels. We'll check them out after the stream. See, everyone's here by sharing your channel. Look at all these people here. You're creating a network here of interconnectedness, of support, right? Yeah, I don't mind supporting people at all, right? Let's see here. Chariots of Fire. Ooh. I'll present a poem or two, maybe one longer one and a few small ones. Yeah, that will be maybe sure. Love to see your Discord poetry night. Yeah. We're doing pretty good till we get one bad apple. Oh no. Father Discord, I fear it's why I haven't gone time to transparent on it. You heard real weird, scary stuff. Well, Discord, I mean, there's people that are perverts that have Discord servers. Well, my Discord server is wonderful. Now, you don't have to talk to people. You can just chat with typing. But the option there is to voice or face communicate. That is optional. I stop in every once in a while with my voice and face. But that is all optional on there. Public mass transport is the real answer, not individual cars, really. Yeah, that would make sense, right? To keep building these things that allow us to mass travel together. That is definitely going to be the future. Creating all these wormholes through the earth with these super high speed transit systems. Yeah, that is definitely something for the future. That would make sense, right? Getting rid of all of these individual forms of transportation. Homeless people carbon footprint is extremely low. Carbon footprints is political talk to me. I think carbon footprints, carbon credits is a bullshit scam that some of these assholes try to manipulate people into by making you feel guilty. Like these sons of bitches that they'll fly across the world in their private jet. Oh, I'm going to undo that now by planting 70 trees to undo my carbon footprint. That's like raping a woman and saying, here, I'm going to give you $50 now. I mean, it's really a terrible, terrible philosophy. Carbon footprint, carbon tax. It is a big political scam. Don't get involved in that bullshit. Try not to do evil to the earth if you can, right? You can't make up for that shit. I'm going to make up for my carbon footprint. No, you're not. I mean, that is a stupid thing created by these politicians to manipulate you and guilt trip you and to rob you of your money. Yeah, let's see. The United States isn't so set up for the transport. Yeah, we're getting there. Oh, we are getting there, right? It's a bottom-up problem. Yeah. People are being asses. Yeah. It's built for cars, not people. Yeah. That's something that we should eventually try to change here. I'm always for, like where I'm in Florida, there's always these trains and stuff being built. I'm all for it. I don't want to drive. I'd rather, take this service to places. Like I could come visit Ravensend now in a couple hours, because we have a train from Orlando to Miami. It just takes an hour, and it's a beautiful service, an hour or two, something like that. It take me 4 hours to drive there, but I can go to this place now and take the train there. You can ride a horse yourself. You tried it. You end up nearly passing out due to fear of falling off the horse. Yeah, yeah. Horses are beautiful, right? But in the long run, mass transit, even too many horses can become a problem, right? You tried public transport in your town. It's unreliable, and elderly people have been made to walk a couple of miles home. Yeah, that's the problem, getting there and back and forth, finding the solution for that, right? See, it's wonderful that we're able to share all of these ideas, right? Because somebody is going to take these ideas and make the world a better place. So it's good to have these conversations, right? Horses freak you out. Yeah, you want to ride a moose, damn it. You saddle up your moose and start riding it around. You blame yourself. See, yeah. You're autistic and bipolar. Yeah. I gotta be right back. I gotta wake up my kids for school, and then I'll bring the tortoise to say hello to you. Give me a moment here to rile up the children here, to bring them into the schooling time. All right, children, it is time for school. It is time for school. School is all right. Let's go. Uh, Coming back to you. I am returning, just grabbing my tortoise here real quick. There she is. Here comes the tortoise. Oh, she's like, why do you do this to me? Why do you wake me up? Why do you do this to me? There she is. Look at her. Look how precious she is. Look how sweet that girl is. She is the star of the show here. Oh, she likes that. Oh, she likes that. Oh, yes, she does. Yeah, give everyone a kiss goodbye. My favorite tortoise here, Mrs. Tortoise. Goodbye. There you are. All right. Back in the light for you, sweetie. Oh, I love my tortoise. She's a sweet, sweet girl. All right. I put my tortoise away. Time to return back to your spiritual entertainment. Nothing more, nothing less. 7 days a week, 40 hours a week. I am here for your entertainment privilege. Who else does this for you? Who else provides such a service so that people can have a better day? Oh, where are we at here? Right now, bacon, you're talking to. They don't scare me. I was raised around them. I just have unnatural fear of falling. Yeah, I used to think it was a fear of heights, but I can go up in a skyscraper. Yeah, some horses, they'll buck you off, right? So that's understandable, right? I was quite frightened. My great grandfather had a farm. He had a horse, and I was quite frightened to ride the horse. Now the pony, no problem. He had a pony. The pony's name was Chubby. All the children would ride the pony around, and when my grandfather got the horse, people started riding the horse, and Chubby was jealous. I remember him bucking out in the field because everyone was paying attention to the horse. Isn't that something? The personality of animals, right? That level of intelligence to desire the affection for people and to seeing it robbed of you, expressing your jealousy. But you see him out in the field, he's kicking his legs, and when everyone's riding the horse, I thought he was an adorable creature, right? Let's see here. Where am I at here? In the chat. Trying to catch up here. Trying to have a response here. Let's see here. Oh my. Scrolling through here. We are all getting stuck on why it wouldn't work given the current system. I'm talking about completely rethinking the system. Yeah. I think that, we could tunnel through the earth, create these ongoing transport systems that are interconnected, make an underground interconnected web underneath our cities, underneath our towns, and just massive transport system that would cut the emissions from automobiles and the use of fossil fuels in half. I think that would be a great way for the future, right? Is some type of we have the technology to make super fast and efficient. Look over in Japan. I mean, it's all there. They have all of these wonderful these bullet trains, right? We have all the technology for it. I think that Gwendolyn is really onto something there for the future. I think that would change the world if someone would create, something diagrams for the future of having all of these things at our disposal. But who knows? We might discover transportation by like Star Trek, beaming each other up. That would be even better. You touched it twice. Oh my. Electric car batteries are very harmful and take strip mining in Africa. It's about as bad as gas. Yeah, I think it's worse. It's we During the hurricanes we had, about 5 years ago, the the electric cars were catching on fire because the salt water from the ocean, hitting the batteries, made them just combust. I mean, these things are like bombs. Let's see, we ship snow from Arctic and put it on the roads to make cities more skiing and snowboarding friendly. There you are. Just ice skate your way through the world. It's a very difficult problem. People are stuck in how they've been living and can't imagine a different way. Yeah, we're going to have to imagine a different way. We cannot go on the way we are. Uh, and we're going to be shit out of luck at some point. Some of our ancestors, if they don't learn to find a more sustainable form of transportation, gasoline isn't going to last forever. I mean, there's only so much petroleum, right? It's ridiculous. Um, see, CBD and Delta 9, indica only for calm feeling. Yeah. Yeah. The calm feeling helps with the stress from pain for me. Um, yeah. I use Delta 9 and Delta 8 both, and they help relieve some of the tension in my body from the pain. Um, see here. Saltiva gets you paranoid. Yeah. Little hot dog with AIDS. Uh, all right. This person, I don't even know if I want to engage on a conversation with him. I mean, I don't find any humor in someone who has the last name AIDS. I think that is very inappropriate. So I'm going to go ahead and remove you, sir. Go get your name changed. I don't even, that's nothing to joke around about. I mean, it's a terrible, terrible disease that people have, a sickness, whatever it's called, right? Um, you can't smoke it for with reason you get paranoid and anxious. You watch a lot of blacksmithing videos, great second monitor content. Yeah. Perhaps you might mix it with CBD strain. It might negate the feeling while still providing relief. Yeah. Your creation process is too chaotic to efficiently record the show to the world. Yeah. Well, what you could do is like record it and edit it. That so not every like detail is needed, right? Like record the whole process and then edit it a lot of it, like speed it up, or you know, people enjoy watching that stuff. Let's see, where are we at here? Where are we at? The Derek Walker, you're going to be come back as a man's anal beads. What does that mean? Oh, an anal beads? What are anal beads? Let's see here. I know transport can be improved. At the moment, you're having your own transport. You go wherever you want to, and I don't have to work on someone else's schedule. Yeah, yeah. That's how most Americans do it, right? Eventually, in the future, we're going to have to work together. Uh, let's see. General who went to searching for Hitler's base in Antarctica. Never heard of that. It's an epic story. I really want to stay to the end, but I have to head up to your doctor's appointment for your knee. All right, take care, American Maker. Thank you for stopping in today for your spiritual entertainment privilege. And if you are enjoying our program here, go up and touch the thumb up, like and subscribe. I do this every day. And if you're interested in supporting me, go to the join button. As long as people are paying me, I'll be here another 25 years. It's personal freedom and the good of humanity. Yeah. You live in a country and you have to drive to work, so I'm part of the problem. Yeah, we all are, aren't we? Uh, Documented rabbit hole. Oh, that would be fun. Jesus juice is delicious. Oh my. You're on your way to the health shop right now. It's the only place where you can buy citric acid these days. Very interesting. What do you do with the citric acid? Is that like a component for your craftsmanship? Oh, mine taking. I have a channel, but I go to Discord. Let's see here. You're quite proponent for individual transport. It's also a good safety measure to fight against totalitarian regimes. Yeah. Yeah. Carbon credits are absolute bullshit. Yeah. Big scam. We should prioritize improving how environmentally friendly it is. Yeah. Focus on the Canadian engineer who conceptualized it. There's trace documents that point to where he got it. Interesting. Decided to turn against Toyota Camry isn't built to go against an aircraft carrier. Yeah, if our government decided to go against the population, we're screwed, right? Uh, see, it's not like it was back in the day, right? I'm not fighting the U.S. military with a Subaru. Yeah, you just won't win. You think curtailing the government is the answer rather than clinging to cars. But you got your beliefs. Yeah, we all have our beliefs, right? Uh, the Ukrainians are in their family cars a major firepower. They are so forefront. If you're fighting totalitarian governments, the mistakes were made long ago. Yeah. The druids is the only reason why you went in. Oh, good. Safety nets for mistakes are important. Rhonda is here. Help us, Rhonda. Help us, Rhonda. Happy Tuesdays to you, Rhonda. Good to see you. Good to have you here. Let's see here. You are you are for minimizing the use of personal vehicles, transport for most traveling. Yeah. Well, thank you for your commitment. Tortoise. Hello, Lady Tortoise. Oh man, where am I at here? Scrolling through here. Good. We're having good conversations about how to help the world, right? It's always nice. Yeah, we can all disagree and agree, but we're all filled with ideas and wonders, right? It's good to have conversations about our future of the world. Is sometimes conversation turns into action, where people are doing great things in this world. Oh, let's see here. Smeagoled, good to have you here. Smeagoled. Good to see you. Portal crystal engineered and all. Yeah, that sounds like fun. Hong Sung Dong. What is that? Have some dong. It's large enough to fit a skyscraper. Hidden civilizations lost in Earth. They're not, and druids knew of this. Mention it in a video. I never heard of that. Your new green background isn't quite pulling the viewers. Yeah, I don't want it to. My intuition told me to get rid of the pentangle because that's just bringing the people I don't want here. They come here and whine. And so no matter who comes here, I have a core group of loyalty members. Usually between 20 and 30 is an average, right? And these are the conversations that I'm like, this is my people here. And the other people, they don't stay, they just come and whine. And so I'm not going to use the pentangle anymore because no one's interested in its reality and its cultural value. They just want to bitch about it or say that I have a devil. Now, the Awen symbol, it is a more appropriate representation of what I do in my experience. So, Old Man River, I can only do so much, but my intuition said, move on from the pentangle. Now, if I put it up there, certainly people would come on and bitch and whine. But I want to develop a loyalty community. And this is what I'm about, right? Skyrim was an original idea. Do you think so? Sheik, good to see you, our good friend, the Sheik. Good to have you here. Let's see here. Good to see TX6 Tools. Good to have you here for your spiritual entertainment. And what do we have here? I'm doing good. I hope that you're doing good. I feel great. It's going to be a beautiful day today. I don't plan on doing an evening show. Once or twice a week, I'll do an evening show, but the rest of the week, I won't be here in the evenings, just in the mornings. And Thursday, I might be a little late because I got to take my car in to get fixed. But the rest of the mornings, it'll be a normal time. Tomorrow morning, I'll be here at 7 a.m. Eastern Standard Time as normal. Let's see here. Father, you believe the world has its flush system. It's about to flush if we don't get it right. Do you think that it responds in that way? That's quite possible, right? That think about that as a living entity, a reality. It has the power to respond to our response. The idea of natural disaster as a response to us. That's an ancient idea, right? Everyone was always blaming the gods for things, right? Well, what if it was just the earth? Let's see. Thanks, Dr. F, for worshiping Bath-eyed idiot and screwing the AIDS folks up along with countless others. Prick. Yeah, we got rid of him. He was a prick. I don't appreciate people that are being... I don't mind people trolling as long as it's a decent form of humor. Calling yourself hot dog and AIDS. It tells me that you're just an asshole. I immediately got rid of that person. That's nothing to joke about. People's struggles in life. AIDS is still a terrible, terrible thing in the world, and we've come a long way with helping people cope with it and survive, right? But it's still a terrible, terrible disease. Let's step away to pee, and we're talking about anal beads. Yeah. Hong Song Dung was discovered fairly recent before the cave. Such sizes thought very impossible. There were more people who lived in it. What is a Hong Song Dong? What is that? Have some dong. That's what I'm seeing there. The Crantum pill, no powder. Interesting. Our Roman Catholic fundamentalist friend Mordecai is here. I see you have a new insignia. Jesus bless you. Last Sunday you drank the blood of Jesus. Good for you, Mordecai. I'm glad that you are here spreading your Roman Catholic fundamentalism to all of us. Yeah, you sound like a vampire, by the way. Yeah. Let's see here. Yeah, a blood ritual. You're doing blood magic. My word. Yeah, we've talked about different ways people interpret the Eucharist in the church. In one of the most bizarre ways, I heard this one clergyman describe it, is sexual fluid, that it is the seed that goes into you. God puts his seed into you through the Eucharist. I thought that was quite bizarre, but it's based in the Bible, in the book of John, 1 John. It says that his seed remains in you, and that's what it means. It means semen. That's kind of a bizarre way. I never interpreted it that way, but there are people in Christian history that see it as a sexual reality, God putting his seed in you. When you had your pain meds is mitragynine. Interesting. I never heard of that before. It's been a while. Thanks. It's good to be here. Fixing some breakfast bites. Rhonda's breakfast bites. The best kind of breakfast burrito by Rhonda. Help me, Rhonda. Breakfast bites. All right. And our good friend, lover of the animals, servant to humanity, Andrea Dingbat. Good to see you, our good friend, from the wonderful land of my ancestors. Well, the east side, Andrea. This is the Awen of David. Oh no. Let's see. Oh shoot, what do we got here? Does it keep going? The First Amendment. I pray that control doesn't keep going. That's where I could be saving my trust to help others, but the state colludes crime. Oh, yeah. No, we don't do politics here. The environmentalism is, I don't think, a political one. It's a human issue rather than a political one. But people politicize it all the time, especially with this carbon tax bullshit. Moot 9180. You're W from JW. What the hell is that? What is a JW? I am a W from the, are you talking about Jehovah Witnesses, but with the J? Polygamous ticks? Oh shit. You can't get things like that in the UK. Interesting. Bro is still here spitting real wisdom. Yeah, well, I try to. I try to share from my experience, the best I can. There's no other way to live, right? Where am I at here? Yeah, if you're enjoying what we do here, go up and give it a touch. Right there, that thumb, right? Mother Earth, Gaia, John, the devil will sodomize you for 15,000 years. And after you die, you won't like it. I might enjoy it. I mean, who knows, right? Who knows? I don't think sodomy is a terrible sexual experience. People enjoy it. Why would I not enjoy it? Oh, let's see here. The devil will sodomize you. Are you going to keep repeating yourself, child? What a good Christian. You're promoting sodomy here. Aren't you supposed to be against that? You're promoting sodomy here with your devil. I'm mostly looking to you had a seizure a couple of days ago. You still feel hit by the train. I'm sorry to hear that. Epilepsy is a terrible experience for people. My stepfather had it, and it was terrible. Seeing that happen to him when I was younger, it scared me. It was quite frightening. Oh my goodness, yeah. Well, maybe John, are you a child? You're going to get banned for spam. You're promoting sodomy here. Some people enjoy that, so I don't know why you're saying it's a terrible experience here. Take care of yourself, Andrea. It's so fantastical the way to describe Hang Sum Dong is like Agartha, and there are probably larger caves in the earth undiscovered. It rewrote what we know about subterranean worlds. Interesting. So this is some place that has been discovered that where our ancestors in some way lived underground. There's a lot of interesting places like that in the world, right? Oh, my goodness, here. All right, I'm going to give you a timeout, John. You keep repeating yourself over and over again. I'm going to give you a 10-minute timeout so you could come up with, if you want to talk about sodomy in other forms, we could do that. But you keep repeating the same idea of your sodomy. I don't mind. Tuesdays I am gay. So, have at it. Oh, let's see here. Where am I at? I think Father Earth does respond with new poles are changing now. Very interesting here. It's a supermassive cave, literally so big It has its own weather system and clouds literally inside it. Does it have the glowing ceiling too, like you see in like Journey to the Center of the Earth? You have these plankton on the ceiling that give light to the environment, or fungi. Very interesting, right? World within worlds. That's what we have here on our beautiful Earth. All right, where are we at here? Let's scroll in here. What is 150,000 years? The new eternity. Oh my goodness, probably. Oh, I touched it already. Oh my goodness. Oh, sodomy might be a reward for some folks. Yeah, sodomy is a blast. We got you. You're in the wrong chat. You're trying to warn us. But a lot of people enjoy it, so you're just saying, "Oh, that sounds exciting." You get to 2,000 years of it, or what do you say, 1,500 years of sodomy? And what comes after? What new sexual position is brought forth in that? Quispy. What's some timey? I don't know. You've been studying it, Raven's Hand? You've been exploring the idea? You don't dabble yourself. Yeah. Well, you have nothing to be ashamed of here. There's no judgment. I don't talk about my personal sexual experiences, but you are free to do so here. I don't care. Oh, let's see here. Electronic pink sunrise here today where you are at. Beautiful. Father, must I get gear? Let me know. Butt police gear. Oh yeah, we talked about that yesterday. These sodomy laws that you have in some places in the world, that they have a special sodomy police department to go around inspecting your anuses to see if they're all intact. Yeah, some of these laws are quite ridiculous, right? Yeah, bend over. I want to see. Assume the position. I want to see where your butt has been at. Talking about like a state police force, getting all militant about it, going on butt raids and everything. How do you enforce sodomy laws? I mean, it blows my mind that such laws exist. There's no way to prove it, unless you have someone going around bending people over or spying it out. They're going to the gay nightclub. Oh, looking in it. Oh, I see it. Call the sodomy police. Noah, Christ is your king. Keridun is my queen. Let's see. Where are we at here? Oh, man. Oh, you ever heard of 1,000 Years of Solitude? Yeah. Some places in it have light, as crazy as it sounds. If you search the cave online, you will see photos that parts of the cave roof fell in, and some the light illuminated. Oh, interesting. Yeah, share it on Discord. That'd be an interesting image to see. Let's see here. Oh, man. Yeah. Joshua with many wives is here, one for every day of the week. If you needed marital advice, Joshua here is an expert because he has a wife doesn't even call them by their names. He's like, Monday, how are you? Tuesday, he just calls them by the day of the week. And that's how intimate he is with them. I am a prince idiot. Well, why are you an idiot? Why do you say that you are the idiot royalty here? Oh, why do you say that about yourself? Daniel Whaley. What makes you the idiot prince? Please educate us. Inquiring minds want to know. Let's see. Fundies right back as I get back is a great day. Yeah. Noah always comes in here and does a Christ is Lord drive-by. Like that's actually helping people in their journey, right? Doesn't do anything. It's like the people on the street corner, John 3:16. What the hell does that mean? It doesn't help anyone. You don't enforce sodomy laws. You just accuse people you don't like it, like witch hunt. Yeah, very interesting. He loves the butt. Let's go get him. And they burn you alive. Instead of burning you on the stake, they shove it up your backside. Yeah. Parts of the cave even have a forest growing inside of it. When the roof fell in, the forest above it did too. And because it's so large, the forest had plenty of room to grow. Clouds form over it. Wow, that is amazing. That is amazing. Now, was there like ruins? Is there evidence that people lived there, or is it just a natural reality that's in the earth? That would be interesting to see if there are people that lived in there. That there's like places of residence and stuff. You don't mind people having hobbies and owning big machines, but using such a thing for transport without necessity doesn't do too much harm. Yeah. Hong Sung Dong, check it out. You won't be disappointed. Yeah. Looking forward to seeing the images of it on Discord. Daniel is wailing. That's good for you. You enjoy that? Citronelia. What is citronelia? Is that an ingredient you use to make your breakfast bites? John 3:16 is more like Jeff 69:420. Yeah. Now that would get people interested, right? If you have Jeff 69, yeah, then people would be like, what does that mean? But the John 3:16, nobody cares about that. No one's looking that up when you go to your football game. Now, if it went with Keredwin 3:16, you're like, oh, that's interesting. Magma lumus loci lafi wan schlafen hafe wanduma. To a Gnostic, Jesus is Satan before and the Prince of Armies after. Come on now, you can do better. What the hell does that mean? I don't know what the hell you're talking about. What you just said makes no damn sense to me. Do you know how to speak English? I don't know what you're saying there. Robot Wolf is here. Good to see you, our good friend, the Robot Wolf, for your spiritual entertainment in the morning. Let's see here. If you live in the suburbs, you personally feel anything more than a 2-liter engine is a bit much unless you're planning on pulling trainers every day. Yeah. Yeah, I don't think that guilting people is the answer. I'm not saying anyone's doing that here. Guilt trips, they don't help people. Helping people see the value of what you're doing, I think, speaks, the most. And sometimes the guilt trips, people, they're just not interested. They'll go deeper in what they're doing, and the conversation ends. Yeah, I don't think environmentalism guilt is a helpful thing in the world. People whining and crying about it. Like certain famous people are doing, right? Always whining about it. Let's see. So there is, published evidence humans ever lived there, but it's so big we have not fully surveyed it. It's possible humans could live in it right now and we wouldn't know. So there might be a species of hominid down there that's still existing. Wouldn't that be interesting, right? Or some gods living down there or something. Let's see here. Excuse me. Father, look into a video called Lost. Civilizations in Earth. It speaks different civilizations on the Earth. Sun comes from a huge cage in Antarctica, and more. It's not all just scraping the surface. Yeah, the hollow Earth theory, right? That the Earth is more complex underneath the crust than we understand. That it's just not all of these layers, but worlds within worlds. Yeah, I'm all for the idea, right? I've shared with people in the past. My son, he is heavy into the biology, and The new research has just demonstrated that there's been periods where the surface has been destroyed of all forms of life. It's been periods of sanitization, and the life that has appeared has come from an inner biome within the earth that has allowed the earth surface to have life once again. And it just proved to me when he was telling me that the earth is a mother. Yeah, that when he that's new. He said this is new, a new research that has been out there, not for a long time, and he shared that with me. Let's see here. Poopy Lapodolus. Oh my, what is that? Let's see, where am I at here? Where am I going here? It's ancient and a test. Well, I don't know what it is. You just spilled honey on duvet. Oh no, sorry to hear that. Spilling honey. If you are bard, sing us a song, laddie. Yeah, okay. Daniel Whaling is a whiny bitch. He comes on here and demands things, but no one gives a shit. There's your song. The only reason you got into 2 so-called open government files of Antarctica caves, there was a Hitler base there. Yeah, there's all kinds of this strange history, right? Speaks of these secret research projects, right? Oh, yeah, like the Nazi UFO. That was real. It's why Skyrim is not an original idea. You don't think so? A caged sun in Antarctica. That made my day. Oh, man. It's connected to the druids. You think so? You'll be an adult film star? Papa bangs a lot? Oh, wow. That'd be an interesting thing to watch. Blackreach. That is the new one, right? The new Elder Scrolls, Blackreach. Goes down into the land of the lizards. Oh my, icky sticky, spilling the honey there. Freedom for a caged sun and Antarctica. Justice for enslaved subterranean star. Satan is at the center of the earth. Really? Have you been there? Have you been there? Is that where he has got his throne? Oh, you liked my song? Yeah. The bard is skilled in many, many, many talents. Yeah. You don't know about a sun, but an uncontacted humans within a giant cave is very possible, right? Or other forms of life, right? Maybe that's where the little people are, right? The next time you turn on your radio, you'll have a good chance of hearing one of my heralds, laddie. Probably not. I don't use radios very much. Let's see, so where are we at here? Seth, dinosaurs were created myth to cover up the fact that dragons really existed. Okay. You think so? Dragons have been a part of all mythological traditions. They are spiritual realities. They certainly could be based on dinosaurs, but there's quite a different expression in mythology as compared to our prehistoric friends, right? Quite a difference. There's not, if you look at the dinosaurs and things, there's not a lot of spiritual content there, right? Yeah, it certainly they could have influenced the mythology of the dragon, like in Asia, right? The mythology in the Chinese mythology of dragons. Well, they found a lot of dinosaurs over there that they thought were dragons, right? And they sold their parts in their markets and things. These are dragon teeth. It certainly could have influenced, right? I personally, I can't prove it, but I believe in the mythology. I think they are spiritual entities. It's just an opinion I have, based on my understanding of mythology. Like in the Bible, all of the angels that you see in the Old Testament, they're like the seraphim. That is a dragon. Oh man, where am I at here? Let's see, the video says druids knew that they had info in the earth. Yeah. Well, I don't know about that. You burnt your forehead curling your hair. Oh shit. I hate when that happens. You see all the scars? Dr. Poe is here. Good to see you, our good friend. Dr. Poe. Like and subscribe if you are here. Go up and give it a touch. Spiritual entertainment. I am always here for every day. I am here for you to have these conversations about whatever the hell you want to talk about. I am an entertainer. I am here for you. Let's see, with the dragon thing, you're on your father's side of the fence. Yeah, well, it's just an opinion. I mean, anyone can be right. No one knows. It's all speculation. There's no way to prove anything. Yeah, I believe in a Bigfoot, right? There's no way to prove it scientifically. It's just a personal, I'm open to the idea of it, that it's a spiritual entity. I cannot prove it. I mean, I'm not forcing it. It's just I'm assuming that there's something out there. Oh man. That honestly isn't out of the realm of possibility. Undiscovered short people in a giant cave. Hobbit encounters are low, but not zero. Yeah. Well, we found what do they call them? The shorter hominids that have been discovered? The Desanines or whatever they're called. I can't remember what they're called. Gotta clean up the honey. Oh, let's see here. What did she say? I was trying to add a bit of porridge. It's everywhere. My woolly jumper. Oh, man. You're trying to get cleaned up the mess up? Look at that. Yeah. Now the three little bears are going to be coming to your house. And you're going to be the invader in the bear's sanctum. Because you've messed with the porridge now. You've got the honey. You might even get Winnie the Pooh. Right? Hopefully it's not the new Winnie the Pooh, the one that's a mass murderer. I don't know if anyone's ever seen that. They have two installments now, Winnie the Pooh 1 and Winnie the Pooh 2, that he goes around murdering people. Yeah. Some of us, when we were children, we liked Winnie the Pooh, but now we're adults. We're bored with it. We're not interested in that anymore. Give us a murderer. That we'll be interested in. So you ask and you shall receive. Now we have our childhood cartoons becoming villains, right? Why can't we go the other way around? Why can't like Freddy Krueger be like a community servant or something? Have a movie where he runs for office as or for president or something. The dwarf, tiny creatures. You never written poetry before, but just randomly felt inspired to write your first. Kedadwin is about poet and inspiration, right? The hour and all that. Yes. Look at you. You have found inspiration to begin this work of poetry. Isn't it beautiful, right? Poetry to me is a way to transfigure the world, because you're taking an idea or an experience or a place, and you're making it much more. You're going deeper in the reality of it. That's the beauty of poetry. Glorious is curling. Oh my. So, Druid, I have a Carbonado, Lowndes dial, and urethra that could give Ireland $1 trillion markets. Do you know Dr. Longschlong from the Trinity, from where his diamonds are named after? Yeah, they are named after the seven spirits of God in the book of Revelation. There's dust and cow shit on wells and boots everywhere. So Fiona's out stomping around the farm here, tracking in all of the fecal matter from her beasts, bringing in the spring. Thank you for your commitment, Fiona. that you're willing to get your boots dirty. Let's see here. Where am I at here? Scrolling through here. Just a tad bit behind now. This is nice. I am on your side of the fence. It's spiritual mythology, yeah. All right. The Danasovians, I can't even pronounce it. That's what it's called, yeah. The little peoples, right? In this channel, Homo Florentius, too. We all spell it different, yeah. We live in an original Irish cottage. There is still some horseshoes nailed to the ceiling where the pig was hung to bleed out. Oh, wow. I bet there's a lot of ancestral memories there. You saw the mass murdering Winnie the Pooh? Yeah, I haven't watched it yet. The last mass murdering children's film was the Freddy Fazbear Part 2. You know, that's something that runs in the family. All of my kids love FNAF. That's something they grew up on. A lot of the younger kids. So that's like a very important thing, to watch that. Yeah. The Christians were worried about Pokemon. Where are they when Freddy Fazbear comes around? He's teaching children about murder, and they are laughing and enjoying it. Where are you, Christian fundamentalists? You were there when there was He-Man. You complained about He-Man and the Devil Skeletor and all these other toys. Where are the Christian voices for Freddy Fazbear? Why aren't you bitching about that? And especially the music that goes along with it. Some of the fan-made music is wonderful. I hope you die in a fire. I don't know if anyone heard that song. I mean, that's quite brutal. When I was listening, I mean, it was a good song. The way the lady that was singing it, the fan music for Freddy Fazbear, it's really good. All of my kids, they loved that stuff. And the last FNAF movie, we got to reminisce. We started playing it on the music in the background on the way home. Really good music. It's really well done. But there's a lot of violence in it. You have talk of murder, of burning people alive. Oh, man. The Chuck E. Cheese version of the horror film, yeah. Oh, Natalie is here, our Reiki master. Good to see you, our good friend Natalie. Good to have you here for your spiritual entertainment in the morning time. And when I get to the bottom of the comments, I will call it a day. So if you want me to be here, continue to make those comments going. Let's see. You need someone to curl the back of your head. Oh, my. Stop using so much soap. That is a form of brainwashing. Well, what do you suggest we use to clean our bodies? You are not a soap person? You want to go bathe in the saltwater oceans? Is that what you want us to do? Get a natural salt cleansing of the body? You talked to me earlier about inspiring me to get my channel up. Yeah, thank you. Oh, you're cleaning some honey? Oh, my goodness, here. Oh, where am I at here? Scrolling through. Speaking of sodomy, you can eat tripe. Don't like the texture yourself. I don't know what is a tripe. How that is associated with a sodomy. Let's see here. Yeah, Fiona's been here. She cannot get enough of the bar. She had a moment of resistance, and she's like, I have to come back. I cannot resist the bard. I must return. She was out stomping around in her yard and all the farming feces and melting in the snow. It's like, I got to get back to the bard. I cannot resist. Trampus Bowmaster is here. Our walking work of Celtic art. Tattooed all over his body. is Celtic spirituality. Good to have you here. Daniel, I'm not sure the Irish are going to like you very much. Dr. Longschlong is a woman, and I'm sure she could even kick your ass. Well, yeah, when people have long schlongs, you don't know what they can do with them, right? Some think they are weapons, right? They use them as like lightsabers, and some of them, they tie a paintbrush to the end and make beautiful works of art. I mean, you never know with someone who is named Long Schlong, what they could do. I would be terrified if a lady came, had this addictomy surgery and started chasing me down with this giant weapon. I would run in terror. Yeah. No sodomy for you, madam. Let's see here. Italy has introduced chemical castration for pedophilia. Yeah, that's not nothing new, right? They have a lot of that going on in the world. Oh, my. I mean, to be fair, Christianity teaches kids about murder a lot more than Freddy Fazbear could. Yeah. Leave Freddy alone, damn it. Leave our Freddy alone. We love Freddy Fazbear. And Chica and Foxy and who's the other one? Bonnie. Yeah. All of our wonderful friends here. Yeah. I am delighted I would have changed my career for the privilege. Ooh. Let's see here. Good luck and good health to you, Raven. Yeah. Thank you for being here, friend. Always nice to see Raven here, right? Your dental, your least favorite thing. Yeah. Getting your teeth pulled, and our Raven's going to have to. Oh, let's see here. Oh, thank you. Thank you. A Christian mother planned to desert her children for the rapture. Their pro-life stance is totally bullshit. Yeah, it is. It is. It's only convenient for them to whine about it, right? Yeah, when it's not their experience, they're really good at whining about it, right? Only curly. You're naturally curly, but you wanted to try a curling iron. My wife has one where it's like high tech. You put the hair on it, boom, it curls everything. I was quite amazed that where used to have like the thing that would heat it up and you would turn, and this machine just does it all fast and efficiently. Her curling machine. I don't know what it's called. It's interesting the technology that we have that can do that. You are doing throwing knives and karate for self-defense. Oh my. Johnny Anthony, let get it done. Yeah, you are from the South, right? That is a get it done. Julia Drew, good to see you, Julia. Julia Andrew, is that your name? Good to have you here for your spiritual entertainment in the morning. It is bullshit if it doesn't teach loving kindness that Jesus taught. Yeah, abandoning your children in the rapture is not loving kindness. That is evil, right? You study different karates. You have a passion for karate. Good. Oh, man. Let's see here. I love the schlong. My tongue is tied around her bung. You're getting into some like perverse form of rhyme here. Escapism is their biggest fantasy here. Good morning, Crazy Carl. It is good to see you, our good friend, Crazy Carl, for your spiritual entertainment in the morning. Like and subscribe if you are here. I do this every day, and I will return to you tomorrow doing the same thing, 7 a.m. I will be back tomorrow as well when I get to the end here today, which I'm getting close. I'm getting close to the end of the comments. And think about becoming a community supporter. As long as people are paying me, I will do this for 25 years. As long as people want to give me a few dollars a month. That's all the price of a cup of coffee. Go to the join button over there. And you get all kinds of benefits from that. You get a cool Owen symbol next to your name that changes every month. And then I got all kinds of Celtic stuff on there, and all these emojis. You get access to our Discord server and my OnlyFans page. People pay top dollar to be there, to see my private parts. Just a cup of coffee. That's all it takes. Lady Swamp Ho Dog, you came in for the gathering. Skunk Cabbage of the Find, the Bond. Yes, you are into the skunk cabbage today. My word. There's a rebuking here where? I don't see it. I haven't had a rebuke in a week. So I'm a little rusty. Is there... someone did a rebuke. Let me see if I can find it here in the chat. Let me scroll through here. Is this it right here? I rebuke this evilness in the name of Jesus Christ. Demons, generals gathered in the masses, just like witches in black masses. Oh Lord, now that was the spirit of Ozzy Osbourne. He has left the building. Little Black Sabbath there for you. Tried my best at it. Got a little bit too high pitched. The demon coming out. Thank you, Christian friend. You've always believed Ozzy was the devil. You're right. He had possessed my soul. I was listening to Black Sabbath all of the time. But now you have set me free. I can go back to softer and mellower music. And no more of this Black Sabbath going on in my mind. So thank you, Christian friend. It's been a week since I've got a demon exorcism. Oh, Rhonda. I've never found your Buy Me a Coffee link. Have a great day. Thank you. If those people appreciate you, Rhonda, those people who are interested in the Buy Me a Coffee link, there's a join button. It says join above your chat. If you've liked and subscribed, a join button pops up. When you click on the join button, you have the option of buying me a small, medium, and large coffee every month. And that supports what I do here. And you get all kinds of emojis and things with that. You can become part of the inner circle of our cult membership. Thank you for people that do support me. Honey Monster needs a rebuke. Yeah. You're wearing your hair tied back today. Didn't work out for you. Yeah, let's see here. Where am I at here? A rebuker. We love Raven. You'll be fine. Get through it. Evil minds that plot destruction. Yeah. That was a good song, right? It's about politics. Sorcerers of Death's construction. See, Gwendolyn is now possessed by Oz. Yeah, the Oz has possessed Gwendolyn now. The demon left me and went into Gwendolyn. Now she's continuing the War Pigs song. Let's see. For the field of bodies burn as the war machine keeps turning. Yeah. Lewis is here. Good to see our good friend, the morning astrologer. Lewis is here. Nice to have you here, our friend Lewis. The born again, stoned again Christian. He is stoned again and again and again. He keeps going deeper in the mystery of the reefer. Yeah, glad to have you here. Let's see here. You shrill for Black Sabbath. You're like, put that demon back in. Let's see. How are you doing? You've been sick the last couple of days. Kids spreading germs. Yeah, I know the feeling. Yeah. I always have backup antibiotics at my house because I need my voice. I need to keep it going. And that's one of the things, at least once a year, I lose my voice. But I always have antibiotics on hand. Oh, let's see here. Where are we at? Now imagine me dressed up as a trad wife screaming Black Sabbath. Yeah, imagine that, right? Latasha, Grand Rising. Thank you, our good friend Latasha, for being here, for your spiritual entertainment privilege in the morning. It's always nice to see our friend Latasha. Good to have you here. Great stream. I really, oh, someone was doing something bad there. You are so passionate. No, yeah, I don't get into this bullshit politics. I am pro humanity, not people's nations or ideologies. Nice try. Nice try. Um, you're very nasally in chest condition. Yeah. Big sympathy for anyone going to the dentist. Yeah, I hate it. I waited till I was, was I 47 before I got my wisdom teeth pulled. 47, was I 48? And I think I was 48 before I got my wisdom teeth pulled. They did a really good job. I was in and out of there, no problem. But I didn't. I was just dreading it. I was dreading it. But my teeth were starting to rot. So I'm like, I got to get that shit out because it was too close to the nerve to do any more fillings. You're trying oil of oregano to get your nasally passages cleared up. Let's see here. This is your first time? Yeah. Try oil of oregano instead of traditional. I've never tried it. Oil of oregano, just on my pizza. The final goodbye. See you tomorrow morning, Raven's Hand. Thank you for stopping in here. The bard wins, always, yes. All right, look at that. I've come to the conclusion, my friends, for your spiritual entertainment today. I will return to you tomorrow. I don't have any plans. Once in a while, I'll show up in my grove, but tonight, I have a lot of things I have to get ready for my Friday game, so I got to prepare for that. But I will be back tomorrow morning. We'll see you then.